Hey guys, what's going on? Rob from clicksgeek.com. And today's video I wanted to make just quickly, not going to be a long one, all about white label pay-per-click and the 5 things that you should be asking any white label agency who's going to run your campaigns and your ads for your clients. This is really important stuff. These are basic questions, but they're questions that people don't usually ask. So I don't know if any of you guys watching this have known, but ClickSeek started out as a white label agency. We still do white label. We're opening the program back up shortly, so we're going to be doing a lot of that more. But we've shifted generally towards retail, so we're bouncing in between retail and white label. We're just a little bit more choosy about who we work with white label wise. But yeah, these 5 things they're really important. But before I get into that, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. Check out the links in the description. There's lots of free trainings. I think there's like over 1,000 videos on the channel right now. It's all Google Ads related, agency life, stuff like that. And we have courses, and there's also 2 application links in the description. One for retail if it's your business, and one for a white label if it's your client's business who you need Google Ads run for. You can apply to work with us and see if that's a fit. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Top 5 things. Number 1 that you should ask any white label agency is support. What type of support do they offer? Right? This is really important because if you're bringing your client to this agency and they're fulfilling the work under your brand, and the client emails you with a question or something about the campaign and you don't know the answer off the top of your head, if you're not nuanced in Google Ads at all, you've got to make sure that you can get a hold of your agency that's running your ads and your campaigns pretty quickly, because obviously it's a problem. It's problematic if you're emailing the white label agency and they don't get back to you for 2 days. Right, so that's your client's gonna eat you alive if that's the case. So you got to have support. You got to figure out what kind of support they offer. Now, be realistic. If they can't answer you in 5 minutes, that's understandable. But it shouldn't be more than a few hours that you get a response or a call, or you should be able to call in as well and talk to them if you have to. So that's important. So number 1 is support. What kind of support do they offer? Number 2, what niches do they work in? Right, so this is a big deal. Do you go with an agency who has a specified list of niches like we do? We do, I think it's like 44 that we work in, and we won't take work outside of those. It's just too custom. It's problems, and it's just something we just can't deal with. And it's not good for the end client, right? So if we get a lead that comes in for white label and it's a niche that we just don't work in, we got to turn it down. Or we have friends who have agencies, we'll send it over to them if they work in that niche. But if we can't do right by the client, then we're not going to take a deal because it just doesn't make sense. We want to have our clients happy. So that's important to understand when you're looking for a white label agency, is to make sure that they actually have worked in the niche that you're bringing your clients in, that you're bringing. Otherwise, it can be a problem. And obviously, if they have, you want to ask if they have any kind of case studies or what kind of results they can expect. And that's a really open question, actually, depending on budget, location, everything. So maybe not that, but maybe just kind of their experience with the niche that you're bringing them, and just kind of see if they've had other campaigns that are successful in it. Because usually once they have, at least us, we have everything we do is clone, right? So everything we do is we've done it before. We have the ads, the landing pages, everything, and we just clone and swap and we roll it out to the client. So obviously that helps if you're a white label provider, and you should be asking that question if they, have experience in the niche you're bringing them. So that's number 2. What niches do they work in? Number 3, how do landing pages work? All right, so this is a big one. Red flag number 1: if you're going to a pay-per-click white label agency and they're just saying, we'll just send traffic to the homepage for your client. You don't want to do that in most cases. 99% of times you don't want to do that. The agency you choose should be an agency that provides you with landing page. Usually it's worked into some kind of setup fee, the landing page. At least for us, it is. And we get the domain. We take care of building the page. It's all a one-off thing. And we usually roll that out within 24 hours. The landing page is built and the campaign is built and it's turned on within 24 hours. So I guess another one would be speed too. How fast can they onboard your client? You don't want to wait, 10 days to get your client live after you pay, because that could be a problem. But yeah, so how do they work? How do they do their landing pages? Do they do landing pages? I mean, these are questions you got to ask, and You want to obviously have some kind of deal worked out with them where it's more inclusive, that they just take care of it for you and you don't really have to do much. Because if you're trying to put it on landing pages on the client's domain, then you got to get into DNS settings and you got to wait back and forth with emails with people trying to get on their hosting and stuff, and that can be a huge pain in the ass and really bog down your time. And as you guys know, with pay-per-click, I mean, this is you got to get them out there quick, because clients they want results quick, and they don't want to wait 10 days to get something live, and then then they have to wait more time for the campaign to generate data and start getting optimized and all that. So the faster the better. So that's another one to ask. Number 3, how landing pages work. And number 4, another one too that we've come across over the years, is how often do the campaigns get worked on, right? So if you're talking to an agency, white label agency, and they're like, we touch them once a month, that's going to be a problem. Anyone who knows Google Ads knows that touching a campaign or optimizing a campaign once a month is not going to cut it. It needs to be at least once a week. It just has to be that way. With the amount of data that comes in, even on small local campaigns, like say you're spending, we have auto detailers who spend like $25 a day, right? But they get a ton of clicks, and all those clicks is data. You got to sift through the search terms report, and you got to weed out negative keywords, and you got to adjust device bids, and you got to adjust keyword bids if needed, or target CPAs or whatever. So either way, it's got to be worked on at least once a week. So that should be a red flag also if their agency's telling you they touch the accounts once a month, right? Even if it's cheap, I know people try and find the cheapest option when it comes to white label, but Google is a complex platform. It's not, so just be wary. You're going to get what you pay for, okay? So if someone's offering to do it for you for $100 a month for your client, you got to at least ask some questions, or else you can get yourself into trouble and your client in trouble. So number 4, how often do you work on the campaign? Is what you should ask the white label agency. And number 5, do they provide reporting? This is another one that's really important. Or are you going to provide reporting for your client, or is this a service that's included with your white label agency, right? So we provide weekly and monthly reports that go out every first of the month and every Monday for all of our white label clients, all of our retail clients. Everyone gets it, right? So that's another question you should ask a agency that you're thinking about working with, is what kind of reporting do they offer, and if that's included. Sometimes they might try and tack on an extra price for that. So you got to watch out for that stuff, because reporting can definitely add up. But trust us, we know we have hundreds of people in our reporting software, and it can get pretty pricey the more clients you have. So that's something to you want to make sure that this is taken care of by the agency, and that it's a rolled-in fee to your management fee to the white label agency. All right, guys, so that's the 5. Just core basic ones. I know there's probably, Ed's going to kill me, because there's probably like 15 more that I didn't touch on. But that's the core 5 that I would say are the most that you should ask, at least get some basic information on, and make sure that these guys, whoever you're working with, can take care of your clients, because in the end, it's all about you working with them and them working with you, and doing the best for your client and keeping your client retained for you, right? Because that's the whole point of using a white label provider, is just kind of to outsource the work aspect under your brand, but you got to deliver results, because if the white label agency doesn't deliver, then you're the one who takes the heat. So something to keep in mind. Sorry, long-winded video, just kind of got bogged down in that. But if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.